Hey y'all, Scott's here. Well, now that I'm uploading, might as well be. Today I wanted to talk about a bit more of a personal learning experience that is not only related to Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail, but also just how creative works function in general, and my process of content creation. Also, I have a small script I wrote down here. So if you see me looking not at the camera, it's me reading my notes so that I can hit all the important things that I want to talk about today. Before we start, I wanted to start on a happy note before I, talk doom and gloom about creator burnout and all this stuff. I am now an official Hoyoverse creator, which is sick as hell. This really won't change anything about me or my content. I will be equally as brutally honest about the state of Hoyoverse games as I have been in the past. Even if that sort of plays at a detriment in my content, like whenever I thought I was dumb. And I said Kazuha wasn't good in Genshin, or whenever I say that like an update doesn't look as promising as it might have been, and I get like extreme dislikes and all that, it doesn't matter. It's my opinion, and I will be equally as brutally honest now, and I will be in the future. Actually, I'll probably be more brutally honest, considering that I now have an easier way to talk to, Hoyoverse themselves and having my voice heard. So yeah. We'll see. I was also invited to go to DreamHack Dallas as a featured creator last month, and it was a lot of fun. And yeah, neither of those things, the Hoyoverse creator or DreamHack Dallas, would have been able to happen without your guys' support. So I wanted to thank you. I appreciate it. Without further ado, though, let's talk about Burnout. Throughout the last month or two, I've realized that my drive for content creation is directly proportional to how little time I have to spend on content creation. Whenever I am extremely busy, I tend to be more motivated to sort of push aside or work as fast as possible on my other things, such as my classes or, stuff like my social media management work, in order to start working on videos and stream and play mini games as much as I can to create as much content, consume as much as I can. Every semester I've piled on as many classes as I could possibly take. I think the maximum amount of credit hours I can take is 19, and I tend to push it to 18 or 19 depending how it breaks down on the semester. This is when I've held tournaments, charity streams, collab opportunities, tons of other stuff. I've been on SMPs on like only the busiest months of the year, basically, which tend to be like October, November, and April, May. Maybe closer to March, April-ish. Then every now and again, every vacation period, even the ones like this one where I am sort of busy because I have an internship, my quantity of content slows down significantly. This is when I've done practically nothing aside from a stream once every other week, a video once a month, and the subathon that I did last year. I know this is a very first world problem to have, and I recognize the privilege of my position. I know there's a bunch of people who couldn't even dream of having, the setup that I have to play games and to create content and all that stuff. So I don't want to, sound like I'm like, oh, woe is me. It is just hard for me to deny the impact it's had on me and how I feel regarding creating content, because it is my passion. I love making people smile, and I love making people feel happier, even if it is just by a little bit, because content creators and online and the internet were that for me. So I want to give back in that way, because I know I can. And the problem of, that I have with all of this is I think Hoyoverse games exacerbate this problem for me. Genshin dailies and lack of enticing content, except 1 week out of the 6-week update period in Genshin, make it really difficult to come up with content ideas or cool things to do or to talk about in terms of the game state. Honkai Star Rail's dailies as well, and the lack of any enticing content, except the really cool, I will admit, the really cool event that they have, like the museum one that just happened. That one was awesome. I love that event so much. But yeah, the first update for Honkai Star Rail was practically a filler patch, which is mind-boggling to me. Like, why would you make your first update a filler patch? But yeah, that has made me not open the game in like a month ever since I finished the museum management event. But yeah, don't get me wrong, I love Hoyoverse games. I don't know what it is about them that no other game. I like Wuthering Waves, or what other, that has there been other Genshin like games that I've tried for content? I can't even remember. But yeah, there's something about like Genshin and Hoyoverse games. Maybe it's like the character designs or something, or the content, or how polished it is. But I love talking about them. I love playing them. I love watching content about them. I love making content about them. I just wish there was more to do in the game. Which brings me to, how does this relate to my personal burnout and my creative burnout? I have content ideas, a ton of them on my head actually. But I have practically none related to Hoyoverse games. And that is a bit of a problem when you go to my video tab and all you see is Genshin and Hoyoverse and the Genshin adjacent type of content. I am afraid of pigeonholing myself into becoming a Genshin YouTuber, as I love games outside of Genshin, but you know, finding a niche is a very important thing for growth on the internet, and I want to make this a full-time job one day, because like I said, I love entertaining, and I love you know, I love Genshin as well. I've had success in this niche, right? If you go back to my most watched videos, most of them are Genshin related, and it's not a coincidence. I think I am a good Genshin content creator. I think I have the talent or the work ethic for it. Well, work ethic is a little bit questionable. This entire video is about it. But also a part of me doesn't mind it that much. I love Genshin 85% of the time. It's just that 15% that burns me out. It just so happens to coincide in the middle of the semester, so for my classes, I have like a 2 to 3 month like enjoyment period of Genshin, then I have like a month cooldown that I need to do. So I end up having like no content for a month or two for every content month that I have. So like no content in January because that's vacation, right? Then content February, March, sometimes April, then no content April, May-ish, then content, and then rinse and repeat. And that happens constantly. And I feel like I see other peers around me, like, you know, Azrael Vanity, a good friend of mine that I've met through mutual friends. He is a Hoyoverse creator as well. He does Honkai Star Rail. He does Honkai Back Third. He just dropped this video on Zenless Zone Zero. He's great. His content is awesome. And I see him do so well. And I see other creators, other Genshin creators do so well. And I'm surrounded with such talented people. And I want to be just like them. But this burnout and this situation with not just Hoyoverse games, but, you know, just how I function as a human being has made it difficult. So what am I going to do about it? Because, you know, if I talk about the problem, might as well talk about some solutions, right? I'll probably cover more games than just Genshin and Gacha in general. I'm probably going to talk about stuff like Minecraft, Diablo 4. I might do some general discussion topic videos. Definitely probably going to do some reaction-based content. And yeah, other things of that nature. Maybe some game reviews as well, because I've been finishing a lot of games on Steam. I think I've finished like 13 games this year so far, which for the first 6 months of the year, that's pretty good. Yeah, we will see. But we'll see what happens. Basically, I kind of wanted to emulate a couple of people I've been watching a lot recently, which really boils down to, oh, my Among Us camera is in the correct spot. Hold on. There we go. All right, yeah. Asmongold. I wanna basically branch out. Like, Asmongold is very obviously an MMO YouTuber, an MMO content creator. Ludwig is very much like a, I don't know how to, he's like a variety streamer, right? He's like, he does a lot of like Mario, like game with friends type content, but he still does variety stuff, right? And a really great example of this is one of my favorite, and he's still the only League of Legends YouTuber, well, no longer League of Legends YouTuber, that I watch, which is Scooch. Scooch is great. He used to make League of Legends content, and then he quit League of Legends, and now he does just like general fun, like variety videos. And yeah, this type of content is like my inspiration, what I want to lean towards And yeah, I just that's basically it. Also, I discovered I kind of don't like the editing process that much. Yeah, if you see this video coming out, it's because this video probably takes very little edit because I just have to remove dead air. But yeah, I gotta figure out a system that makes it better for me to edit videos and all that stuff, because I like when a video looks really good, and I love making the idea, and I love making the content. I just don't like editing altogether. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, thank you for listening to my rambling and my potential solutions. I do hope you stick around and see what type of content I have for both Genshin and not Genshin. I am excited for the new updates for content. I can't wait for goddamn Honkai Star Rail to get some more story content so that I can, you know, focus myself on doing more story content, because right now I've finished everything. I'm not Trailblaze level 60 or whatever the hell, but I have no real drive to get to there at this point. But yeah, I appreciate you all sticking by. Papa bless, all the love. Have a good one. Also, happy 4th of July. See ya.